overcharged me at the nail salon and led to chaos. So, I got my nails done this morning at the same salon I've been going to for almost 2 years. They have over 1,000 great reviews online and always do amazing work. However, their pricing is a bit mysterious. I've paid anywhere from $40 to $50, depending on the day. When I asked about it, they'd usually say I got a nice discount at $40, since the standard rate is $50. The difference never really bothered me, and I figured it was just a front desk mix-up. Anyway, after my appointment today, the front desk told me it was $70. I was surprised because I'm pretty sure it was only $40 last month. They said prices went up. I decided I'd find a new salon, not because they did anything wrong, but because $70 for nails isn't in my budget, even if the quality might dip elsewhere. As I was leaving, I realized I'd forgotten something at my seat. I'd been chatting with the lady next to me during our appointments, and we got the same service, just different colors. I couldn't resist making a quiet comment about the $70 charge, mainly to give her a heads up. She got really upset and asked her nail tech why it was so much, explaining she'd never paid more than $30 for the same service. Her tech quickly said she'd only have to pay $30 since she was a loyal customer, which didn't exactly calm her down. She asked me how long I'd been going there, and when I said 2 years, she replied that she'd been going for less than 1. By now, the whole salon was buzzing. Around 7 or 8 other customers started chiming in about what they paid, and it ranged from $30 to $70. With my things gathered, I left, but the entire salon was in an uproar, realizing that the prices were all over the place. I'll definitely be leaving a review, and I have a feeling that others will too. Share your thoughts in the comments below!
Now, let's take a look at what other users had to say. User 1 says, "Great work getting everyone to recognize their tactics."
User 2 says it's a safe bet they're heavily manipulating their books. There's little chance they're paying proper taxes on income and likely compensating stylists off the record.
User 3 says, "The salon I go to has all prices posted. If there's an increase, that information is displayed, and I am informed again before my appointment starts. It sounds like the original poster was at a questionable shop." User 4 says, "The fact that they said in front of you that the other customer was a more loyal customer, even though she had been coming half the time you had, was wild. Absolutely wild."
User 5 says nailed it. The jokes just create themselves. User 6 says $70 is ridiculous. Did you get glitter gel or something extra?
User 7 says, "I stopped going to one salon because instead of increasing their posted prices, they would add on $5 for shaping or $5 for long nails. I have short nails that are just shaped in a basic round. Filing, that should be part of the price. I made them take it off and never went back. Oh yeah, I was a regular manicure and pedicure customer for 5 years since they had opened."
User 8 says, "I once walked into a salon and asked the price of a pedicure. The person at the register said they'd tell me after it was done. I said that's not how things work and left. I mean, did they think they were in healthcare?" User 9 says, "Glad to hear you're enjoying it so much."
User 10 says this is why your boss may say it's impolite to discuss pay at work with coworkers. They might not want you to know how underpaid you are compared to the person they just hired, who has less experience.
User 11 says, "I live in a high cost of living town. I pay $30 for a regular manicure plus tip."
User 12 says, "I'm deaf and have limited patience for businesses that don't have their prices clearly posted somewhere. Neither I nor the employee have the patience for me asking for each individual price and then asking for repeats when I can't discern their words. The audacity of being so wildly inconsistent with pricing."
User 13 says, "It has over 1,000 great reviews online. You might want to add a review and inform people about the price increase."
User 14 says this is exactly why there are no prices at the neighborhood corner store. They make up pricing at the counter, and some customers end up paying much more than others.
User 15 says, "Sitting in the PD chair right now, looking at the service menu, haha! I'd lose my mind if this place did that to me. I've been coming here for 20 years. User 16 says, "I would never go to a place that did not post prices. I thought it was required to display the price. That place seems questionable. It's best to avoid it." User 17 says, "There's a salon near me with varying prices. I have noticed that the cost depends on the technician. There are probably 25 chairs, always full, and the price depends on which chair I'm seated at. I usually go to a smaller place near my house with 2 chairs and 1 lady running it, but her hours are limited from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. If I want to go on weekends or later in the evening, I have to visit the larger salon." User 18 says, "You nailed the petty revenge perfectly. You really put those opportunistic people on notice. Bravo!"
User 19 says, "As a recovering addict who used to deal drugs, this is the same nonsense I used to pull. In essence, I'd expect this from drug dealers, hustlers, and street people, not from a supposedly reputable business.